It's a Friday morning. Of course, the weekend is here. Rest is near. Welcome on the show. My name is Wally Scott, and we have too many things to discuss today. I've got the media officer of the Super Eagles, Femi Raji, via Zoom. I've got Shewa Jidagba on the phone, and we'll try and analyze all of this together. Now, first of all, FIFA has appointed North African officials for the Super Eagles 2022 World Cup qualifiers against Liberia and Cape Verde later this month. This is contained in a statement by the Communications Department of the Nigeria Football Federation yesterday. Now, Tunisian referee Youssef S. Rayari will take charge of the Eagles game against the Lone Stars at the Grand Stade de Tangier, Morocco, on September 13th, and will be assisted by countryman Ismail, assistant referee 1, Yusuf Jami, assistant referee 2, and Meres Melki, fourth official. Now, former FIFA referee Zeli Zinko from Cote d'Ivoire is the referee assessor, while Sierra Leonean Soule Kamara is match commissioner, and Moroccan Bilal Mohamed Kida, the medical officer. For the last group match against Cape Verde, Algerian referee Mustafa Shofal will serve as the center referee. He will be assisted by Makran Gurari, assistant referee 1, Abbas Akram Zehumi, assistant referee 2, and Lablu Biram, fourth official, who are also all from Algeria. The match commissioner of the game billed for the test in Balogun Stadium, Lagos, on November 16th is Sierra Leonean Kai Sakwi, while Ivorian Namin Diaz Douan and Dr. Abdurrahman Ominisi Salami from Nigeria will serve as referee, assessor, and medical officer, respectively. The Eagles lead Group C with 9 points, 2 ahead of second-placed Cape Verde. Do I have Femi Raji on the phone yet, via Zoom yet? Okay, we are going to be discussing the Super Eagles and, of course, our chances against Liberia in Morocco and, of course, Cape Verde. Okay, Antonio Conte has said that Tottenham must learn how to kill opponents after witnessing 5 goals and 3 red cards in what he calls a crazy first match as Spurs boss. The North Londoners led 3-0 after 28 minutes against Eredivisie side Vitesse Arnhem, but conceded twice before halftime in their... Okay, I think I've got Sheon on the phone already. Sheon, good morning. Okay, Europa Conference League clash. Now, defender Christian Romero saw red on the night as Conte's men hung on to make it 2 wins from 4 in Group C. The Italian said it was impossible to compare Tottenham's situation to when he took over at Inter and spoke of his desire to fulfill the club's great potential.
My first impression, a crazy game because we were winning 3-0, and I think we were dominating the game. We created many chances to score other goals, and instead in 10 minutes, and we conceded 2 goals. And in that moment, the confidence, we lost a bit of confidence, and I think we have to work also in this aspect. But we should win. We should win, and we won. For sure, we risked in the second half after a red card to stay with 10 men. They tried to push us, and then I decided to change, to make 3 changes, because I have seen that we lost the balance. And at the end, I think we deserved to win, because at the end we created many chances, more chances than Vitesse. But who knows me very well, I don't like when this type of game, this crazy game. I call them a crazy game. I want a stable team. I want to, when there is the possibility to kill the opponent, you must kill. But for sure, my players showed me great commitment, great resilience, and I think this is a good aspect. My first impression, a crazy game because we were winning 3-0, and I think we were dominating the game. We created many chances to score.
Antonio Conte trying to bring back the killer instincts that's missing in Tottenham. Will Daniel Levy help him get players? We don't know. I've got the media officer of the Super Eagles. His name is Femi Raji. You have no idea how much work it took me to get this man on this show. Welcome on the show, Femi.
Good morning and welcome.
Welcome.
How are you doing today?
Yeah. Now, Femi, the question everybody wants me to ask you, let me just go straight to that question. The Super Eagles ready for Liberia, no doubt. We're expecting a win, all things being equal. But the question is, why is Geno Raw always trying to resurrect the dead? At a point, he tried to bring Vincent Enyamana. He's trying to bring back Odion Igalo. Why does he always want to bring back the dead? Do we need Igalo in that team at this point? We have enough strikers, don't we?
Well, thank you very much. He's a chief tactician of the team. And the moment he says, or the team, they agree and go through that they need Igalo, then there must be a reason for that. And most times I believe when you give somebody a job, you let him do the job. It's the result that counts. Nobody wants to look at the process or what you've done. They just want to see the end result. And if it is Igalo that the coaching crew wants, fine. Is he still playing football? Yes. Is he still very active? Yes. Is he scoring goals? Yes, he is. And it will add value to the team? Yes. So it's not about a resurrection from the dead or anything. It's about what the technical crew deems fit that can make them get the result. If you have a task, all you want is tools that will make you achieve your objectives. And if Igalo will add value in achieving our objectives, then so be it.
Now, Femi, does Genoro have to work on the players psychologically? What I mean now is people like Victor Osimhen, Onuachu, Kelechi Iheanacho, who are doing so well for their clubs, won't they start feeling like, why is he bringing Odion Igalo? Doesn't he think we're doing a good job as it is?
They are all professionals. And one good thing about the team, the fold, is it's one family. And they are all very, very thorough professionals. Whether we like it or not, even the likes of Osimhen at one point in time played alongside Odion Igalo. So it means that bond is still there as a family. Most times, it's always good to look at what we want to achieve as a team. It's not about the individual. It's not about the unit. It's about the entire component, the composition of the team. And we just want to go out, win every game. We want to go out, win every tournament. At the end of things, what you, the fans out there, what you, my colleagues in the media, will indeed ask or check will be the full-time scores. And if the full-time scores favors us and gives us 3 points, gives us the victory, then there's no need querying the process anymore.
Nigerians are still very scared after that loss to CAR. And of course, they are saying it was only complacency that set in. Technically, we're a very fantastic team. We've got fantastic players. But we get complacent once in a while. Now, you are the media officer. You are closer to the Super Eagles than some of us are. If you agree that complacency has set in at this point, what are we going to do to ensure that, listen, we don't make mistakes, we don't lose focus like we did against CR at the point? Because Nigerians haven't forgiven the Super Eagles to have lost that game to them yet.
Well, once again, we appeal to Nigerians, please, for those that have not forgiven us, please forgive us. Because I recall we went to Douala. We went to Douala to make amends, and we beat them. Was a way of saying, Nigerians, please calm down. What happened in Lagos was just a shock. It was just one of those turbulent times that you could experience. We've seen teams like even North Macedonia beat big teams. In football, there's what you call upsets. And at that point, it was our turn. And we've taken our lessons, the entire crew, we've taken our lessons, but we are forging ahead. We don't want to find, I believe in one thing, retrospect for life. So most times, thank God we had that rude awakening, so that anytime we look back, we remember there was a car crash, a CAR, I mean, and we know that we don't want to encounter that again. So all we want to do is take it one step at a time. The next game will still be the same CAR, and we're going to Tangier by 13, and we will beat Liberia, get 3 points again, come home, say thank you to Nigerians, beat Cape Verde, so that we start preparing for the Nations Cup afterwards. All we want to do is just to make sure we take it one step at a time and keep this process ongoing.
Now, Femi, let me put you on the hot seat now. 2 questions, we'll put you on the hot seat and I'll let you go. First one is, Nigerians are talking about the technical abilities of Gernot Rohr as a Super Eagles coach. Now, what I mean is, Nigerians don't know what style of play we have, don't have an idea what Gernot Rohr's plan B is whenever a match is going on. Those days, we know we came from the wings on the field of play. Amokachi, Amuni came from the wings, Rashidi Yekini up front. Nigerians can't decipher at this point what style of play does the Super Eagles play under Gernot Rohr. We don't know.
Well, let me liken it this way. I don't know if any client that has a lawyer representing him in court who asks the lawyer, what style will you use to defend me in court? Or you want to undergo surgery, and then you are asking the surgeon, please, which style or which procedure do you want to do? It's the results that really counts, trust me. And I don't know when anyone comes out to say, okay, maybe the coach is not tactically sound or anything. No. You must come with a coaching badge to tell me this person is not sound. So as long as there is no coaching badge and you're observing from the outside, it's good to just look at wait for the results first. You know, it's always good to put yourself in the position where, imagine you being a manager of an institution and then you are asked to deliver results. All they want to know, all your employers want to know, all investors want to know is the results. As long as the process in which you embark upon are legal processes, it means within the ambit of the confines of the laws that guide that industry, in this case football. So as long as we go through the right process, get everything, whatever tools you get, whatever how you deliver, nobody wants to know. We just want the result. Is Coach Gernot Rohr giving the results? Yes.
Okay.
Have we qualified for every tournament without bringing out calculator? Recall there was a time we were bringing out calculators to check out.
True that.
But at this point in time, under Gernot Rohr, it's been a thing of the past. So we should just give him his credit, believe in the team, believe in the players. This is the right time all of us should come together and help this team also. We psych ourselves up, but we expect our fans and my colleagues in the media to also help us prepare and win tournaments.
Okay, if you are watching the show right now, Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa, Femi just explained to us that, listen, his style does not matter at this point. It's the results that matters. And really, under Gernot Rohr, we have qualified for practically every competition, really. Let's give the guy that kudos. Now, before I let you go, Femi, this one is from our colleagues. Your colleagues too. They say that the attitude of Amaju Pinnick towards explaining things to us, we need to be explained to. Too many things that he needs to explain to us. But Amaju is someone who obviously does not, he's not in his person, his character to explain things to people. He just wants us journalists to conclude, guess, and then when we write what is wrong or say what is wrong, he puts us in trouble. As in, what do you think can be done as the media officer of the Super Eagles to ensure that the president of the NFF tends to explain more, relates more with the journalists than just conclude that, listen, think what you want, I'll do what I want to do?
Well, I don't know if I'm in the right position to answer.
You are not, just your opinion. Okay, Femi's opinion now. Femi's opinion.
I've got a boss. Once I have an opinion, it means I've been able to speak. I have a boss. His name is Ademola Olajuwon, who is the director of communications.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
Yes, I'm not just that. Definitely, we All we just need to do is believe there's a process ongoing. And anyone that, like I told you, anyone that is saddled with any responsibility in running any institution, first I took the coach, now you mentioned the president, allow the person run and then deliver the results, which is very key. For the records, you all know I also work. I'm a media person.
Yeah.
Imagine me being a GM of my own department, a group manager, and then someone queries how I'm going about things when the person has not seen the results. I'll feel rather terrible or bad. You understand? So I rather want to go ahead, get the results first. Fine, communication is key. And I believe whether we like it or not, the NFF has done well in trying to make everyone understand everything ongoing. I think if there's any institution or power set up in Nigeria that has done well in carrying everyone along, including the media, it is the Nigeria Football Federation under the leadership of Mr. Majimal Kumpini. And that is very key. We understand, my colleagues, we all want more. We want more information. And in that regard, we will do everything we can to keep churning out as much information as we can.
Okay, if you're still watching the show right now, Femi Raji, he's the media officer of the Super Eagles, and he has sent me back to Demola Olajire. I promise you guys, I will bring him on the show very soon, maybe even tomorrow. I'll bring him on the show to actually explain some things that Femi is running away from. But don't forget, I told you, it actually took me a lot of work to get Femi, so I will send you guys his AZA at the end of the show, so you guys can do the right thing by, at least he came on the show, yeah? Thank you very much for joining us, Femi. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Femi. Okay, now Jaren Jackson Jr. helped lead the Memphis Grizzlies to a 108-106 victory over the Denver Nuggets on Wednesday. Now, Jackson Jr. came up clutch, scoring 11 of his season-high 22 points in the fourth quarter. Now, Nikola Jokic put up a season-high 34 points along with 11 rebounds, but missed the chance to send the game into overtime with a missed jumper at the buzzer. The Grizzlies recorded their second consecutive win over Denver, improving to a 5-3 with a trip to Washington next.
They'd like to keep them. The Grizzlies would like to keep it. He is going to take a closer look at the takes. And Jeff Green just received an Adams screen. John hangs it, hits. And nothing falling for the Grizzlies at the moment. A look ahead for Jokic. And a foul to give. Morant, a 360 spin and a finish. How ridiculous is that? Around the steal. He's not made another one. Barton, heat check. And Bain, Jackson, Williams, Jones, and Conchar. Jaren, another three. Good again! Jones ties all over him. 5 to shoot. Highland gives way. Jokic forced into a desperation three. Put it in. 93-91 at Minnesota. Barton. Jokic against Jackson. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Jokic for overtime.
So up next, Memphis Grizzlies face a tough tie on the road against the Washington Wizards. That's one match I want to watch. Now, world number 2 Daniel Medvedev needed 3 sets to see off Sebastian Carter of the United States 4-6, 6-1, 6-3 at the Paris Masters. The US Open champion will play Frenchman Hugo Gaston, who stormed back from a 0-5 second set deficit to beat Spaniard Carlos Alcaraz 6-4, 7-5 and reach the quarterfinals. Norwegian Casper Ruud crushed American Marcus Giron 6-2, 6-1 and will meet German Alexander Zverev in the next round after the latter edged Bulgarian Grigor Dimitrov 7-6, 6-7, 6-3.
Première manche, Cordin. Medvedev. Jeu et deuxième manche, Medvedev. 6 jeux à 1, 6 games to 1. Jeu, 7 match, Medvedev. 2 manches à 1, 4-6, 6-1, 6-3, 4-6, 6-1, 6-3.
Of course, Alexander Medvedev makes it happen in the quarterfinals at the Paris Masters, the Roland Garros. Now, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has been placed on the NFL's reserve COVID-19 list and will miss Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs, the team said. Now, multiple media outlets reported that the league's reigning MVP had tested positive for the novel coronavirus. The NFL Network reported that Rodgers has not been vaccinated, and Packers head coach Matt LaFleur said he did not know how long Rodgers will be out, adding the backup quarterback Jordan Love is likely to start in his place. Under league regulations, players who are unvaccinated and test positive for the novel coronavirus must quarantine for a minimum of 10 days. Seahawks in Week 10, Rodgers has led Green Bay to the top of the NFC North with 7 wins and 1 loss, putting up 17 touchdowns with 1,895 passing yards. Packers wide receiver Devontae Adams outlasted Thursday's win over the Arizona Cardinals after a positive test.
Yeah, I've been immunized. There's a lot of conversation around it, around the league, and a lot of guys who have made statements and not made statements, owners who made statements. There's guys on the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's a personal decision.
Hey, Matt, I know that you won't specifically address Aaron's status, but Aaron himself addressed it in August when he was asked about the vaccination status and said, "Oh, yeah, I've been immunized." Do you feel like a quote like that might be seen as misleading to fans?
It's a great question for Aaron. I'm not going to comment on it.
That's all we can take on the show today. Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. The weekend is here. Rest is near. Thank you very much, Media Officer. Super Eagles Femi Raji was on the show earlier via Zoom. Join us tomorrow on Plus Sports Special, Saturday 11 to 12, same station. My name is Wally Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.